If you were to take a peek into my Steam account, take a wild guess what my name is, you would figure out that I have around 800 hours in Counter-Strike. From that, you might conclude that I enjoy the gameplay, and you might even dare say that I might be kind of good at the game. And you would be wrong on both counts, actually. No, those hours in game were not spent playing out firefights between terrorists and counter-terrorists. I spend my time on CSGO gliding on triangle-shaped ramps. Surfing! Surfing is the custom game mode that involves using a quirk in CSGO's movement engine to jump from ramp to ramp at massive speeds. It's basically a solo racing game. While a game as popular as CSGO, getting a mod that changes the way the game is played isn't unusual at all. What is unusual is the amount of popularity that is gained for itself. So let's talk about that. Also, this means I finally get to use surf footage in the background. I guess, at its core, the question of why someone would surf instead of just playing regular CSGO, or one of the other mods of the game, comes down to what spin surfing offers on the core gameplay loop of CSGO. CSGO is normally, at least in my experience, a pretty stressful game. You're in game, you're stressed about hitting shots, you're stressed about where the enemies are, you're stressed about your team yelling at you, you're stressed about the fact that you're out of money, and when you get out of the game, you're stressed about your goddamn rank. And stress is bad, I know. And surfing, on the other hand, is pretty low stress. You just kind of move around and try to match your own time. There's rankings, but no one's gonna judge your worth on it like you would for a Counter-Strike rank. On top of that, there isn't really any uncertainty in surfing. No spots to pre-fire or guesses to make. It's a de-stressing experience, a brief lapse from CSGO's high-intensity loop, and if you enjoy it enough, the game in itself, like me. And how do we deliver a low-stress experience to a competitive gaming populace that honestly really needs it? Well... This one might seem pretty dumb, but honestly I feel like the fact that surfing is already within a very popular game is a notable factor. There isn't much to say about this. It's easier to get someone to try something new that's at least partly familiar than something totally new. That's just proven psychology. So, existing CSGO players are far more likely to join a modded server than download a new game. Because of that, surfing gets discovered more often and gets picked up more often than some sort of standalone experience in a similar vein. This one's actually pretty dumb easy too. Surfing got popular, at least partially, because of its social media presence. I mean, think of all the YouTubers that use surfing footage in the background. There was Leafy, there were others. Jokes aside, I probably wouldn't have ever discovered surfing if it wasn't used as background footage for the kind of cringe reaction commentary content that early high school me thought was any good. And I'd imagine I'm not entirely alone amongst surfers. So yeah, I love surfing. It's probably the second most played game at all for me, and I just kind of wanted to analyze it and talk about it on my channel. Thanks for watching.
Now, how about drums? An instrument everybody loves.